forgot to hit record. Now I'm recording. But I thought it was something that I would, just do to like pay for groceries, go get my nails done. Like, I just wanted some free money. Like, as girls, we just want to be able to like go get our hair done, go shopping when we want to. And so that's kind of what I thought this business was going to be for me. It was just like a little bit of that. Maybe I'd pay for some groceries with the money, but I didn't really see the bigger like vision in this. And it's kind of cool because this business can be what you want it to be. It can be for the little things, for groceries, or for getting your hair done, your nails done, or a vacation. There's a lot of free trips in this company. So sometimes people join just for the free trip. So there's a lot of different reasons people get into this. So that's why I started. And then I started seeing the income, and I started seeing my hair change, and my clients were super happy with the results. I started seeing the people that I was working with, moms being able to stay home with their kids, students paying off student debt. And so I saw the change it was making, and I got more and more excited. And I started to develop this passion about this business. And so that's when I started making this a more of a full-time job. So what went from a couple $100 a month has now turned into thousands a month. It pays for our apartment. It pays for, I guess not just one car payment, because the company gave me a free car. So, it's paid for a lot of things. I never like expected it to be this big, but it really has blessed our lives. And that's why I share it with people. I'm 22 years old, and like I make my full-time income from this. We're debt free, which is very rare in 22-year-olds, like that your student debt is paid off. And we're about to buy a home. So it's really blessed our lives, and that's why we share it. And you guys are going to hear from different people on this call. So I'm a college graduate. I'm a wife. There's 2 other wives on this call. There's a mom on this call. There's a girl that loves to travel. She's actually in the Middle East. There's a nursing student. So you guys are going to hear from very different types of people. We're all actually extremely different, but we come together because we either need the extra income. We love the free trips. The free car is nice, but most importantly, like, life's expensive, and there's no downside to extra money coming in, especially when it can be as flexible as from your phone and from home, and be as simple as shampoo, because we all have to wash our hair anyways. And if it's something that works, why not make some extra money? So that's a little bit about me, and I'll let them take it away. You're gonna have to unmute yourself. So
what's up, everyone? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So my name is Alex.
Wait.
Can you hear me still?
It muted you for a second. Okay, go ahead now.
Okay. So my name is Alex. I'm in nursing school right now, and I joined about a year ago. At the time I joined, it was summertime, right before school started, and I had 2 jobs that I absolutely hated. I had a job that was like diabetic cells, which was the worst. And it was bad because I was literally connected to the headset, wasn't passionate. I don't even think it helped diabetics that much. And then secondly, I had a job where I was working at the gym, scrubbing equipment that was just the pits, like doing that type of stuff for $9 an hour is not fun. And I did it for the free membership, but it honestly wasn't even worth it. So at the time I saw this opportunity, I was like, hey, I was so curious. I saw Steph's hair grow, which I hadn't seen. We were friends in college, and she was always going to the salon, trying everything out. And I saw her hair grow on Instagram, and I was like, what is this magic? And she told me about it. And she told me about the business and said, you should give it a shot. And so I was like, okay, I don't know if I can afford to start this, right? Little background, my husband, I knew in advance he'd be applying to medical school. If you guys have like a spouse or you yourself are applying to graduate school, you know how expensive that can get super fast. Just a snapshot, every school you apply to is between like $100 and $150, and we applied to over 30 schools. So you can imagine how quick that adds up. And I knew in advance we'd be paying for like interviews, flights to go interview, and he wasn't working at the time. So that's why I had these 2 jobs. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to do this side hustle and earn. We estimated he'd need about $8,000 just to apply. And I was like, I'm going to try it out and just see where it gets us. And looking back, like, I know I started with the mindset of, I'll see if this can get us anything in 1 month, because I knew before starting that there was a 30-day money back guarantee. If the business doesn't work out, I knew I could return my products. And looking back, like, I had made a profit in my first month, and I was like, why the heck would I stop? I'm going to keep going with this. And I was able to earn all the money for his interviews. And it's been so nice for us to just have that set aside. And so we can save our money in other ways, save up for medical school, whatever it is. So I'm like the person that is so busy all the time. And I'm here to tell you there's time to fit in every single day. You can fit this business in at any time. And we'll talk about this later, but that's kind of my story.
Okay. I'll let the next person take it away.
I think it's me. Is it me?
Yep, it's you.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay, so I'm the mom on the call. Crazy life. When I started, I had just found out I was pregnant. It was a surprise baby. We'd been married for 3 months. So it was like, wow, okay. Like, this is getting really expensive really fast. Just like everyone says, like, you have to deal with newlywed, wedding costs, and then now I have to, like, afford a baby. And then on top of that, I was so sick. Like, there was no way I could ever go to a 9 to 5. I couldn't get out of bed. I was hooked up to an IV like 24/7. There was no way. And I was like, I have to bring in an extra income. Like, I want to help. Like, we have a baby on the way. I want to make this work. Like, I want to cover medical bills. I don't want to be stressed. And that's when I saw a friend post about this, and I was like, I like beauty products. Like, I love hair care. I love anything beauty. So I was like, okay, what is this? And I actually messaged a few people kind of to get a feel for it. And then I messaged someone on Steph's team, and I was like, okay, like, I want to do this. Like, send it to me. I'm signing up. And it was kind of the same mindset. Like, my husband was like, go for it. I was like, man, I don't know, like, if I'm going to make any money doing this. Like, I'll give it 30 days, see how it works out. And my first month, like, I was top of the leaderboards in the first month. I signed like 16 MPs. Like, it was a really good month. I was like, wow, okay, like, I definitely can do this, because like, I had this huge why. Like, I had a baby on the way. I really wanted to make money. I really wanted to contribute. And that drove me to do well in this business. And now, like, I think I'm on my 9th or 10th month, and things have been going really well. Like, I love it. Like, I make way more than I ever thought I would. Like, same thing, thought I was doing, groceries, like, just contributing to bills. I didn't think that I was going to be covering my baby's medical bills. And they were covered before my baby was even born. Just had the savings account for the baby. Like, was able to cover everything, still have some extra. Like, we've been able to build savings. We're debt free. It's just like, it's money that, we wouldn't have. Like, I would have lost out on, a lot of money if I hadn't said yes to this opportunity. If I would have just been afraid, if I would have said, like, I'm not going to be that girl, or I don't think, I'd be good at this. Like, I'm afraid to try it. It's not for me. Just any of that. Like, it's kind of one of those things that you just have to jump into. And that's what I did. And like, it's turned out really well. Like, I love it. So we'll touch more on like fear later, but that's my story. So you can go to Quinn.
Yep. Okay, Quinn, take it away.
Okay. Am I on? I can't tell.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, perfect. Hi, guys. I'm Quinn. Sorry if my voice is a little scratchy. It's literally 3:15 in the morning where I am. I'm in France right now on vacation, but I do live in the Middle East. I'm about to go back tomorrow. So kind of my story is I'm from all over. I mostly grew up in Idaho, and then I went to school at BYU in Provo for a year. And when I was there, I studied Arabic and Middle Eastern studies. So just like Stephanie, I literally have no background in sales, no background in marketing. I'm a nerd. So basically, like, I was at BYU for a year. I was really loving what I was studying, but I kind of just wanted to like get out there and experience the world and travel. And I wanted to, Quinn's number one fan. Thanks, Haley. I love you. So anyways, I just wanted to travel. I wanted to go out there and get like real experience. I'm someone who knows exactly what she wants. So I knew I wanted to eventually be able to move to the Middle East and start my career. So basically at this point in my life, I dropped out of school. I was kind of figuring out a little bit about myself. I know it sounds stupid, but like I was soul searching. I was just trying to figure out who I was. I was kind of in this place in my life. I had a really hard year. I was really craving progression and growth as a person. Like I wanted to challenge myself. So I ended up packing up and moving to Europe, and I lived in Italy for like 4 months. I was living off my savings. And at this time, like I said, I was looking for growth and things like that. I have always lived off my parents' dime. Okay, guys, I know that makes me sound like a spoiled brat, but I've always lived off my parents' dime, and like I was just sick of it. I wanted to grow as a person, and I wanted to be independent. And one of my big goals was to be like, okay, I'm gonna stop accepting money from my parents, and I'm gonna make something of myself. And I felt like that was gonna motivate me. So not only was I trying to do that in my life, but I was also just trying to grow. So basically, I got home from Europe. I knew I wanted to move to the Middle East. I was trying to do work in politics and interfaith there, and also learn Arabic. So I was just like, how am I going to do that? Basically, I just started working a ton. I started working 80-hour weeks. I was living in Salt Lake. I thought I would just save up a ton of money and then just make my way there and live frugally as long as I could. So I'm working these 80-hour weeks. This was back in January. And then March rolls around. I had actually been using these products for about 2 months. So I was a client first, and I was really, really loving them. And I came across Stephanie's page really randomly, and didn't know her, didn't know anything about her, but I just was like so intrigued. She was so good at marketing, and she just sold this in such an authentic way where I felt like she wasn't even selling me something. I literally felt like she was just sharing what she loved. And so I was really intrigued. I felt like she did things very well, very professionally. So I reached out to her, didn't know her. We got on a FaceTime. She told me about the business. I just wanted information. I felt like information's not a disadvantage. And I feel like you guys know that same thing. You're on this call for information. I literally signed up for this business 30 minutes after that call. So I just jumped right into it. I didn't know if it was going to be successful, but I was like, hey, this is an opportunity where I could make something. Not only could I get out of the situation I was in, like stop working 80-hour weeks, just chill out a little bit, but also I was like, wait, this could be something where I literally can take this overseas. I can have a business online, and I can go out and learn Arabic and follow my dreams, or like do the things that I've been really wanting to do. So I took the step, I took the leap. I started March 15th. I haven't looked back a day. Literally, this has changed my life. I could literally cry. Oh my gosh. But not only has it changed my life financially, so 3 months in, I made this my sole income. I moved to the Middle East. This is how I make my money. This is literally how I pay my bills. I'm here in the Middle East. I'm learning Arabic. I have an internship in interfaith and politics. I'm doing exactly what I came here to do. And this is what's funded it all. This is what got me here. Like, I cannot believe it. If you were to tell me that I was going to do online selling and like working on Instagram a couple months ago, I would have laughed in your face. I was not into that thing. I barely used Instagram. But not only has it changed my life financially, honestly, like I said, this came into my life at such a perfect time where I was trying to grow. I wanted to progress. I wanted to be challenged. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. And I feel like because I did this and it did all those things for me, it forced me out of my comfort zone. It forced me to grow and try and become a better person. It's prepared me for other things in my life. It prepared me for this internship I have now. It prepared me to move across the world alone to this country I'd never been to before in the Middle East and like learn a different culture, because I had gotten used to being uncomfortable. And I like craved that, you know, like you really, when you start to grow as a person, you can't stop. And like, that's what I wanted for my life. And I really didn't think that this would bring that, but it started out as finances, and now it's just become something that has really changed me. So that's kind of my story. I've been doing this for 7 months. I'm loving it. I can't imagine stopping for a long time. Like, even I'm going to start my career soon. I'm going to jump right in, but like, this is always going to be a part of my life. Why would I not want to make extra money? So that's kind of my story. I don't know, Steph, you want to go to the next step?
That's perfect. Yeah. So you guys are probably wondering, okay, that's great. That's awesome. You guys have awesome lives, but like, what is the company, right? Like what do I do? So, cause I feel like some of us like, kind of talked about it, but we didn't really give you like the real details about what it's all about. So that's what I'm going to try and clarify and just keep really simple for you guys. Basically, the company started 5 years ago. We just had our 5-year on October 1st. So we're a really new company, which is awesome. If you guys know anything about business, it's all about timing. And if you get in at the right time, it can change your life. If you get in at the wrong time, it probably won't do as much for you, right? And so, hold on 1 second. I need to mute people. Okay. Okay. So basically the company started 5 years ago. We are a hair and skincare company now. That's weird to say. We've been a hair care company the whole time that I've been in part of this, except for in September they launched skincare. So we're the #1 hair care company in the world right now. We are an anti-aging skincare company, non-toxin, gluten-free, naturally based, all the things that you'd want. Everyone is really on this kick of naturally based products, and that's what we stand by. And now we've brought that same technology to skincare. Our hair care is all custom to people's hair type. As you can tell, we all have very different hair, and it works for all of us, and that's for a reason. What I use is very different from what Quinn uses or Alex uses. And that's been one of my favorite parts, is because to give you a little background about the products of it, I've used coconut oil, and I'm guessing a lot of you have. If you guys have used coconut oil, put it in the chat. But coconut oil, argan oil, Moroccan oil, right? Like, I've used all of that for my curls. I needed the moisture, nothing would stick. And the reason why, now learning the science behind it, the reason why I would use them and they'd feel okay, but like my hair was never getting better. Like, I just kept having to use globs of conditioner and after product, and just like there was no improvement, right? And so learning about our products, we have what's called Rejuvenique oil. This, I won't get into too much of the science. I won't bore you guys, but basically Rejuvenique oil is the only oil that can penetrate all 3 layers of your hair. So your hair cortex, it can actually go all the way in and heal it from the inside out. All those other products, they're kind of like a Band-Aid. They sit on top of your hair. And so our products come in, they take all of that buildup off, and then they cure it from the inside out. That's why I've seen amazing results with my hair. That's why all of us have awesome testimonials. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my before and afters. That's why we have such awesome results. I was using the salon products. I was going to the salon weekly. My hair had not grown in 21 years, guys. 21 years my hair had not grown. People would ask me like, well, do you like cut it a lot? I'm like, I've actually never gotten a haircut. I trim it because that's what the salon people tell me to do, but my hair will not grow. They're like, do you use salon products? I was like, yes, I do. Nothing works. My hair is finally growing. So if you're someone on this call where your hair does not grow, this is for you. But basically, that's why it is so different. The Rejuvenique oil, the science that goes into it, it's naturally based. We're actually on European standards. So to make sense of that, there's over 13,000 ingredients that are banned in Europe, and there's only 11 in the US. And we are in Europe, and we did not change any ingredients in our products. So that shows you like how up to par our products really are and how clean they are. So many US products cannot go to Europe because it's not clean. Even sometimes when they say that, like, we really are what we say we are. And anyways, that's why you see such awesome results. So that's a little bit about the company. We're family owned. They're called the Urdaneta family. Awesome family that owns it, and that's the culture that comes with it. It really does feel like a family. And let me hit on some other stuff for you guys. So there's no inventory in this business. So this is kind of what makes us a little bit different. I actually am very analytical. That's how my brain works. And so I researched a lot of companies looking into this, and I want to tell you guys why I really did resonate with this company. Number one, it's shampoo and conditioner. It's not that big of a deal. Everybody washes their hair. Your market is everyone. It's even bald people if they have a pet. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, we have a pet line, a kids line, women's line, different lines for different hair types. We help postpartum hair loss. We help thinning. We help with psoriasis, eczema. Like, everything you can think of, right? So we have the different lines, and then some other things I wanted to go over. So no inventory in this business, right? We get paid 5 times a month. We are the highest paying comp plan out there in the social selling world. That was huge for me. If you're a money person, you know why that's so big. We pay 50 cents on the dollar back to the people in this business. We call them market partners, but to make sense of that, they're basically business partners. They do the business, right? So we pay 50 cents on the dollar back to them. And like I said, it's shampoo. I know there's a lot of other social selling companies. If you guys are on Instagram at all, you know, you see people sell stuff all the time, and you're either really annoyed or you buy it. There's 2 types of people on Instagram. There's the people that do it really well and authentically and genuinely, and then there's the people that you want to block because they're really annoying, right? And so the reason why I saw that this company was different is they did use this attraction marketing, kind of like Quinn was talking about. I didn't want to spam people. You know, I didn't want to be the annoying people. I didn't want to be the family member that people have to block because they're annoyed by them. And I think that's a real thing. I think a lot of people do this business the wrong way. And so I really liked this company because they don't teach that. They teach you to be yourself. Just like if you went to Costco and you said, this is my favorite family treat, you should try it. Or there's a really good deal on Amazon, you should check it out. That's exactly how we do this company. I honestly share it because I've seen amazing results. And we also share the business because it's changed our life. You know, it's helped Alex pay for her husband's medical school applications, right? It's helped Quinn travel. It's helped Cash. I'll say Cash. I've learned that. Anyways, it's helped Cash, you know, pay for her baby's medical bills, right? And it's helped me and my husband get like a really good foundation into our future family, right? And so it's helped all of us, and it's like, why wouldn't we share this with people? It's literally changed our lives. I literally had a cold all day today. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my voice kind of sounds scratchy, and I'm able to be at home. And if I wasn't doing this business, I'd have to call out of work. I'd have a boss that was mad at me, or I would lose pay today. And I didn't lose any of those things. So that's the nice flexibility with this. Some of us do it part-time, some of us do it full-time, but you are your business. You're your own business owner, and you work it how you want to work it. And that's what I loved. I share how I want to share. I'm still myself on social media. I still talk about things that I love, about fitness, about food, about my husband, about my family. And then I just integrate this business and the products. And that's why it is so simple. And that's why it's doing like what you already do. I promise you, you're already sharing stuff with family members all the time. And if you had something that worked, why wouldn't you share it? And especially if it made you an extra income. So I'll let Alex go on to like the next topic, and I promise we'll be fast. I'll promise we'll be really fast and to the point for you guys. But if you guys have any questions, still put them in the chat and I'll try and answer them.
Okay, so Steph kind of already touched a little bit on the time. Like, she has been able to be home even though she's sick, work, not miss out on anything that's going on. And I didn't realize how important that was for me until I had this job where it was this flexible. I was that person that was in school, and then right after school, I was at work till the end of the day, came home at 7, ate dinner, did homework the rest of the night. Like that was what I had to do. And having this, like when I need to drop my husband off at the airport, we're not paying for an Uber. I can go. I can make business calls on the fly. I can create content in the car. Like, these are just some of the day-to-day things that we do. And I know a lot of people usually have questions like, okay, well, like, yeah, all this money's great, but what are you actually doing? So there's 2 sides of the business. You can build a team, like kind of like what we're doing. You're going to join. You're going to be a part of our team. We're going to help you out. And you sell to customers. You help fit their hair. So it's a lot of on the phone texting, phone calls, encouraging team. Quinn talked a lot about personal development, right? She feels like she's a different person, and it's because we're investing in ourselves to learn leadership skills, to learn how we can be ourselves on social media. And I feel like that's something so refreshing about this company that I didn't see anywhere else is, and even like your friends on Instagram, right? Like, you see them, but it's still a facade of who they are. And we help you like be yourself and market in an authentic way. And so as far as like time management goes and what we do, it's really simple. You help your team and you help people with the product. Take it away, Cash.
Okay. One sec. I can hear my baby crying, so let me make sure she's okay.
Okay. I'll just really quick expand on what Alex just said. It really is as simple as that. And I think people get nervous. Like, I don't have people to like sell to or talk to or business partners. That's intimidating, right? But honestly, it's really just sharing. Like, just share. If I wasn't part of this business and someone gave me these products and I saw it really helped my hair, I would share it with people. I'd really say like, hey, if you're struggling with hair growth, you should really try this out. Or you struggle with your hair's oily every day, you should really try this out. This will help you not have to go as long without washing. Does that make sense? You could go longer without washing. So it really is just sharing, and then you will, promise you guys, a lot of people struggle with their hair and they will come to you with those concerns, and you just get to help them and make commission with that. So you get to help, like, you make money by helping people. Same thing with the business. If it's making you money and it's changing your life and you share that and you help other people's lives, like, that's a win-win. So and we teach you all of that. It's like a new job, you get a little nervous, but you get like a 24/7 mentor with you that helps you the entire way. So you're never alone in this.
Okay, she's good. I was just gonna hit a little bit on like objections that you guys might have. See if I can cover everything that you're thinking. Alex touched a little bit, like, if one of your things is time, I'm a mom with like a 3-month-old baby that hates sleeping. So I don't think there's really anything more demanding than that. So I don't really have any room for the time excuse. Like, if you want something, you'll make time for it. And if it's not really that important, you'll come up with an excuse. That's just kind of how it is, bottom line. As far as money goes, like, I don't have the money to start a business, invest in my business. Other businesses take like $3,000, like thousands of dollars to start. Like, 3 is like lowballing it, and you can start this business for a couple hundred. But if you like personally are thinking, I don't have the money to start this, that is the exact reason that you need this in your life. Like, you need savings to fall back on. I mean, what if a family member gets sick, a daughter gets sick? What if, you have medical bills or just anything happens? Like, savings and a safety net is just such like a good feeling to have, especially for, newlyweds. You have a baby on the way. You're saving for travel. Like, you want to be a stay-at-home mom. You don't want to go to your 9 to 5. So you need, an extra income. Like, an extra income is huge because life is so expensive. Like, for example, if you were working a 15-an-hour job full time, you're making like $30,000 a year pre-tax. That's before you get taxes. That's not your net income. If you're making, $20 an hour, you're making $40,000 pre-tax. If you're saving up to buy a house, like the middle home cost in Utah is like $340,000 to buy a house. So like, that's a lot of savings that you need. You need, extra incomes to cover that, especially in 2019, as expensive as everything is. Cutting it, like scraping by with one income, it's just not how I wanted to live my life. That's why I got into this. Like, I think that's why a lot of people get into this, is just to have that extra income and that safety, and that, being able to go on date night, being able to do things like that just costs us extra money. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes at the same time. But as far as, you don't step down this a little bit, you don't want to be the salesperson. If you follow an influencer that posts her presets or does a try on haul, anything like that, or like you promote your coffee shop that you got your coffee from, you put a picture of it on your story, you're doing exactly what we do. You're just not getting paid for it. And that's the thing. Like, Instagram's a free platform for, everyone to use. We all have a smartphone. We all have Instagram. We're all on it all the time. Smart people are getting paid for it. Like, that's why we wanted to be in this business. And to be honest, like, if you're an influencer, every influencer should be partnering with a company like this, because there's way more potential for a bigger stream of income if you're with, a company, rather than getting paid per post, like for a try on haul, for example. Last thing, if you're afraid, this one, honestly, like, this just needs to go. Like, if whatever's holding you back, whatever your fear is, just send it in the chat. I'm going to hit on a few things. One thing, like, if you're afraid of, people's opinions of you, I learned really quickly, like, I've never cared much for others' opinions. They don't pay your bills. It shouldn't, affect your life like that. You should be, prioritizing paying your bills, your family, whatever it is. Like, this is for you. Let this be your thing that you do for yourself. And it's one of those things that you just have to jump into. Like, if you're scared to start, you're scared you won't be good at it. You don't have have experience. It doesn't require the sales experience. Anyone can do this. Like I said, it's just sharing products that you love. And it's like, it's your own business. And this can be your thing. Like, this, you don't have a boss. Like, this is your business. You run it how you want. The only way to really fail with this is honestly if you give up, if you just quit. Like, that is the only way that you'll fail. Because as long as you keep going, it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. Last thing, this one was kind of me, is I feel like I'm pretty introverted. I'm a pretty shy person. And, you know, that, like, I was afraid of, you know, talking to so many people and putting myself out there. And it really is about getting out of your comfort zone, because that is where growth happens. You don't grow in your comfort zone. And if you want to grow, you want to make more money, be a better person, travel, whatever it is, like, it takes, you know, growth. Quinn has a little bit more to hit on. We're running out of time, so I'm just going to hand it over to her.
Okay, so I'm just going to end it by kind of letting you guys know what you're supposed to do from here. Like, maybe you're interested, you want to get started, so what do you do next? It is so easy to get involved in this. Literally, all you have to do is buy products for yourself. We obviously don't want you out there sharing something that you don't use and love. We share this authentically, and we have ethics behind it because we love this, and we just share it the way we would share anything else. Like Cashay said, like, you love a movie, you're going to share it. It's the same thing here. You've been loving these products. You've been using them on yourselves. You're seeing results. You're just sharing those results. So what we want you to do is we want you to get more bang for your buck. We want you to try a ton of different products. So we have you buy a product pack. There's so many different options. Like we said, everything is customized to you. So the pack you get is going to depend on your hair type and things like that. Most people get this $349 pack. So a little bit about the pack and things like that. You don't have any inventory. You're not buying a bunch of products and hoping that you sell them. It is literally for your use. You're literally buying luxury products customized to you, and on top of it, you're getting a business. That's how simple it is. Not only are you getting a business, but you're getting thousands of dollars worth of training. If you're thinking like, well, I don't really know how to do this, I don't know how to sell, like, you will be trained on everything. Just like any other job, first 2 weeks, you're like, what the heck am I doing? I don't know how to work this cashier. Same thing here. You are going to be trained. You have a one-on-one mentorship. The training and focus that we put on you is so focused on you, your goals. If you want to make $500 a month, we're going to give you the resources of how to do that. You want to make $3,000 or more a month, we're going to give you the resources, the tools, the time, the mentorship, the motivation, the support, everything you need, we're going to be here for. Your success is our success. We want you to succeed. We want you to hit your goals. So that's all you have to do to sign up, guys. There is no risk. You get this product pack. You get these products for yourself. Say you don't like the products, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can send it all back, get a refund. You're not part of the business anymore. Say you have, I don't know, say you don't want to do it anymore or whatever. Now you just have awesome products. You love the products, but you don't want to do the business. You can just keep the products. You get a discount, all that good stuff. So there's really no risk. You're not signing some weird contract. You don't have quotas. You don't have fees. Very, very simple. Be worried about money. You know, change your mindset. We didn't do this because we can't afford it. We did this because we can't afford not to. So it's just one of those things that it's an investment in yourself. You're not just splurging on stuff. You're not splurging on stuff. You're investing in yourself and in your future. And it's something that can really change your life, your finances, what's going on. So if you have questions, get with the girl that got you on this call. She can answer some of your questions. Chat with her about it, things like that. And yeah, and that's it.
Okay, thanks so much for getting on, guys. Yeah, get together with the person that brought you on if you have any more questions.
Okay, awesome.
Bye, everyone.